Hello lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be here with you, and I want to thank everybody for joining me. So today I'm going to do the unboxing of my Plan on It planner. This is a teacher planner that is created by Maria Martinez, and she's a third grade teacher. She has an Etsy shop. It's called Plan on It Planner Etsy shop. So let's get to the unboxing. Okay, so it comes to you in this box, and she has it wrapped in this brown butcher paper. Then it's also wrapped in this bubble wrap. Open up the bubble wrap. Yeah. Okay. And then she has it wrapped in this beautiful red paper with this little thank you sticker. And it has her name on it. You'll see on the sticker. It's red tissue paper that it's wrapped in. Very neatly wrapped. And then, here is the planner. I'm so excited to get this. I actually started, school started on Monday, but my students don't come back until this Monday on the 8th. So it is in time for me to go ahead and do my planning. I'm about to plan this weekend for my first 2 weeks of lessons. So it got here just in time. And let's go through it. Okay, so on this first page, first of all, it is a very thick, durable cover. She has multiple cover choices in her Etsy shop. As you can see, it's a disc bound, which I like, so that I can add and take out different pages as I need it, just by using my machine for the discs. So it took me about a month to decide to get what planner I was going to use. I was watching multiple. I'm sorry, there was a little. Okay, put that rubbed up. Okay, so I watched multiple channels, and I actually found this on Miss May's One Fab Teacher's page. And when she went through it, I liked the extra pages and the setup of it. So I said, let me go ahead and order it. I like that option that I can take it out. And for some reason, the binder bounds just weren't doing it for me. I really like spirals, but I wanted to have the option to be able to add and subtract pages. So it's a thick, very thick cover, which is great. So it will last. And because it's the disc bound, if I want to, I can take this out and I can change it with another cover. This page says, this Plan on It belongs to, and I will put my name there, and then you'll see made for you in mind, and her name is down here on the bottom. So that is awesome. On the first 2 pages, it's the year overview, and it actually has 2 years. Oh no, I'm sorry. It has the one school year. It goes from August. It goes from August 2016 all the way to July 2017. And I like the print. It's kind of a cutesy print. So I like that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this even for you all. The next page. Okay, so the next page is a year at a glance, and it has every month. You'll see on this, it starts with August again and goes all the way to July, and that's a year at a glance. I can put my goals or anything that I need to do monthly. The next page is a note page right here. and it's a full sheet. Then I have August 2017. Now I did ask her to do something different, and when I get to it, I will let you know what she did for me. So you see it has nice sturdy tabs. I mean, this paper is so nice. It really is nice. And One Fab Teacher has said it felt like silk in your hands, and she was not exaggerating. It really is very good quality paper. So I'm very impressed, being that I'm an Erin Condren user. So I am impressed. You'll see the tabs, the matching tabs, and I like the simplicity of the colors in the book. So I can, if I want to decorate the pages, I can. It goes again from August all the way until July. Each month has the days on the top, and then over in the corners, the right hand corner is the date, the day. And I like that it's in the right hand corner because I start writing on the left. Guess that's the teacher in me. And they're so small that it doesn't really take up much space in the box. So I do like that. Down the side is space to just write some brief notes or goals or whatever, important dates or stuff that I need to do. Since I am a case manager, I do support services, so a lot of times I need to see at a glance what's going on. So I love, love, love this. And that's every month. So okay, now after each corresponding month, as you'll see, after each corresponding month, if you turn the page, this is where your teacher planning section begins. And most of her planners are actually vertical, so the days would be at the top and then it will go down. But I asked her if she can change it so that mine would go horizontal. That way I can write, and she was able to make that change for me. So I love it. I'll put my subjects at the top right here, which I actually only teach one subject, so I would not put my subjects. What I would put is my class periods, because sometimes we have different assignments for the class periods, and then I can just write across. Luckily this year for me, I'm co-teaching or team teaching 9th grade lit composition all day long. So this will allow me to be able to write horizontally all the way across what I need for that day, just as if I was writing in a notebook. And I don't have to worry about wasting space. If I have two classes and they're doing the same thing, I can do that. Or if we're doing the exact same thing for the whole day in all of the classes, then I can just utilize the space going vertical and use the last two boxes maybe for prep information or meeting information for that day or anything. So I love that she was able to customize the planning portion of it for me for my horizontal layout and my needs. On the side, she has a checklist with boxes, so I can put what I need daily or weekly and just check off that I have it done. And this is great because if I have meetings or IEPs, or I need to make sure that I call a parent, I can just write it in these lines and I can check it off as it's done. So I love that. And there is still more space at the bottom for more notes. So I am very, very happy. And that goes for each month. She did an awesome job. And we're going to go right on through the months. I'm going to skip to July. And the pages are falling very nicely. So at the end there's a notes page again. And then you have student information. And this is the portion of the planner that actually grabbed me and made me really want to purchase this planner. Like I said, I am a support service teacher and a collab teacher with a caseload of about 10 students. So it's very important to me that I'm able to keep my students' information in one place so that I don't have to have 2 student binders, and with the ability to be able to take the pages in and out, I can add as I need. So I can put in my students' birthdays here, and this and the birthdays go from January to December. Not sure if I like that, simply because the planner started in August, so maybe it would have been nice to go from August into July, but it's okay, as long as I have all the months there. So the next part is student health. So if I have any students that are in my classroom or on my caseload, I can write the student's name and any health issues that they have, so I have it on a glance. On this page is transportation information. I do teach high school students, so I really don't need the transportation information. So I will probably change that to something else, maybe a parent contact log. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe a tardy log. That might be good for tardies. So I'll label that. The next page is field trip planning. So if I plan any field trips for the year, I don't normally do the planning of the field trips. One of my other team members normally plans, but I can write down the information so that I can keep track of that. Here's a contact list. So if I need to, I have frequent students that I need to contact, but what I think I'm going to use this for, because I team teach, I have 130 students, but I have 10 students on my caseload. I think I'm going to use this contact list for my caseload students. That way I can have it at a glance, and anytime I need to speak to them or schedule a conference, I'll have that. So that'll be awesome. And there are several sheets of that. As you see, there's several. Let's see. It's about 5. And like I said, because it's disc bound, if I wanted to, I can take it out and actually just add more pages of it if I wanted to do it for all of my students. That is a possibility. The next page is a parent communication log. So I can keep it all right here. The date, the student, the reason why I contacted, and who I contacted. I can put right there. The next page is the behavior log. So I can keep track of the student's behavior in one place. That way when I'm contacting the parents, I already have the behavior right here. I don't have to go flipping. I do have a separate behavior sheet that I use, and it's actually going to be posted on my Etsy store, and I may add that to this just to be able to have a double checks and balances. Now, this is the other part that I asked her to change for me. It was labeled something different. I asked her if she can change it to IEP meetings, because that's what we call them here in Atlanta. And it says student, when, the time, who attended, and then the checklist to make sure that I have all the archives that I need and any brief notes that went on for that meeting. And this will be great because when my LTSE, which means lead special education teacher, when he asked me for something that might have been specific that went on in the meeting, I'll be able to refer back to it quickly, what the date was, who attended. I don't have to go into the file and look for the IEP and all of that. I'll have it right here on hand. So I love that. I love this. And there are several pages of the IEP meeting form. The next one is the student observation log. So in class, I can write the student. Like I said, mine is just language arts, so the subject, what the student's average is, what grading period it is, the date, and whether or not I had to refer that student. I might have had to refer the student to SST, student support team. So I can put all of that right here on this page. So student log observation, and there are several pages of that. The next one is the teacher info, and here is for the substitute. I will not be using the for the substitute page because we have, in my school, we have separate substitute binders. Plus, I'm not comfortable with leaving my whole book for a substitute to have, so I won't be using that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that section, but I will change it. Subcontacts. Now I will put in subcontacts because there are certain subs that I'm very familiar with and very close with, so it would be great for me to have this page and this information so that I can reach them and just make sure that they're available that day, and then I can put their information in the sub finder book. Okay, then I have, under that, you'll see the personal attendance section. And this is great because there is a new checks and balance system that's going on in my school. So I will be able to write down when I was out, what the absence was for me, the reason, and how many days I have left. We accumulate a day a month, I think. I'm not sure because I don't take that many days off. I think it's a day a month, but I really should know that. This page is classroom expenses. So I've actually already bought books and a few chairs because I wanted to start a classroom library so that the kids can enjoy. We're going to do drop everything and read this year. So this is perfect for a running tally. That way when I do my taxes, my tax person can deduct how much I used as a classroom expense. This page is professional development. This year I will be doing Inspiring Leaders training, so I'll be able to keep track of when I go and how many hours and all of that on this page. This side is the online logs, website, username, password, and how I'll probably do is I'm sure I'm going to put the website and the username, but the password I'll probably put a clue instead of the actual password just in case I lose this. That way they don't have my password. So I'll put a clue of what my password would be. This side is a checklist to make sure that I'm writing down and doing whatever it is I need to get done this year. So I like that. And there are several checklist pages. Then there's a doodle and sketches page. Sometimes I like to sketch out my classroom and how it should be set up. So this will come in handy. And there's several of those. The next one is a grade book. And it's interesting because we normally do our grades online, and I'm one that prints out a sheet so that I can keep the grades. Well, now I can keep it right here. And it goes from 1 to 30, and then there's quite a few boxes. I do like it. The only thing that I kind of wish is that it went all the way across. That way it would be two pages of grades, but I'll just use it that way. Continue over from page 1 to page 2. And then the next class I'll start on the next sheet because I have 5 classes. And she did add enough in there to be able to do that. Okay, the next section is a notes section. When I'm at meetings, I can just take notes. And Then you have the back cover, which is again made of that very thick plastic. So overall, I really do like it. There's only maybe 1 or 2 changes that I would make, and that's only because of my personal preference. But I really enjoy the quality of the book and the way she was able to specialize the certain things for me. I'm sure if I had asked her if she can do the grade book across, she probably could. That was something that I didn't notice because she was customizing it. But I want to say that she did an excellent job, and she got it to me fairly quickly. It only took about 2.5, 3 weeks. And the reason why it took that long was because of the changes she needed to make for me. So I'm excited to be able to use this book this year. Maria Martinez, I want to say thank you for all the hard work that you put into customizing it for me. And I'm so excited to get started planning for the 2016-2017 school year. So if you're looking for a planner and you haven't gotten one yet, just go to her Etsy shop and browse it after you've viewed this video and test it out for yourself. I mean, it's an awesome planner that it encompasses much of what I need as a collab teacher and a case manager for this year. So I like the fact that everything is in one book. So thank you for joining me. And I love that y'all coming on this journey with me on this wonderful experience for the school year and how I'm planning my life out. And join me again next time. Bye-bye.